What's up, everybody? 2 days after the storm, I'm down here on Siesta Key on the island. Obviously it's a ghost town right now. I wanted to do this video just to assess the damage and show you guys exactly what's going on. And then I'm going to go to the beach and show you what the beach looks like. And it's really strange because I feel like I just did this video 2 weeks ago when Helene went through, but unfortunately I got to do it again. But I will say, just generally speaking, this was much more of a destructive storm in terms of wind and slightly less destructive in terms of water damage. The storm surge line, from what I can determine, is about 1 foot lower than it was for Helene, so that's good. I just checked on one of my clients' houses, and his house got flooded with Helene, and when I went in there now, just a little bit ago, there is no flooding inside his house, so that's good. But on the flip side of that, he lost his pool cage and lost some other things. So yeah, it was much more destructive in terms of wind, but a little less destructive water damage related. So yeah, let me just turn the camera around and show you exactly what I'm looking at. So this is walking down Ocean Boulevard, and obviously, you know, nobody on the road right now. You can see there's some wind damage over there, over at Flavio's, and you can see California Surf and Skate Shop, and there's my wife putting up her sign, which she's very proud of, and she can't wait to get that sign back up. But unfortunately, she's not quite open yet. But the goal is to get her opened up as soon as possible, which, you know, I'm sure a lot of these other businesses want to open up too. But yeah, just walking down here, Sandal Factory that was open. They're one of the first to open up after Helene. They're closed, obviously, and looks like the D from Sandal blew off. So Siesta Key Oyster Bar is, you know, that's an old building. And, you know, looking at that building, it's amazing that it's still standing throughout 110, 120 mile an hour winds. But it's still there, which is a testament of how things were built back in the day. But yeah, and there's some wood frame there too, which I'm surprised that's still standing. But yeah, looking down here, there's still some debris. And as far as debris goes, guys, there's debris that has been scattered, but the debris that's piled up in bigger piles because of the weight stayed pretty well intact. So that's a good thing. We got Mojo Horizons coffee shop right there. It's kind of covered up by the tree that's down. And Gilligan's Fudge Shop down there. Some people walking around. Got Serve Pro, which I'm sure, if you want to buy stock, I'm not sure if their stock is public, but that'd be a good one to maybe buy. But yeah, looking at the damage, you know, if I were to compare this with Ian of 2 years ago, Ian had a lot more wind damage than even this one did. There's a lot of trees that were snapped off, the branches are snapped off, but during Hurricane Ian, we had way more trees that were completely uprooted. So much more wind damage associated with Hurricane Ian than I would say this one, although this one by no means is, you know, was a walk in the park. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to show you with the village, and then we're going to go down to the beach. Okay, as I walk towards the beach, I just want to say one thing. On a personal note, my wife and I had a really emotional last couple of days with this whole thing. We definitely didn't get it as bad as some other people. Obviously, we don't live on this island. We live about a mile away, a mile and a half away, and about a mile from Sarasota Bay. So we were concerned about the storm surge, although our house is elevated. But we did lose our lanai roof, which, you know, I joke and say we have a lot more natural light in the house, which, you know, may actually increase the value, but not quite. Just, you know, positive way to look at things, I guess. But yeah, and also the fire department showed up at our house because a tree fell on the power line that supplied power to our house. And, you know, luckily we have a concrete block construction house, and it didn't burn the house down, but, you know, having the fire department show up at your house was a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. So that's what we're dealing with. Not a whole lot of sleep going on these past couple of days. Everybody's helping each other, and the people that live around here are way more concerned about what you have going on than what they have going on. And believe me, everybody's got something going on. So that's amazing to see, as far as the community all coming together like that. So but yeah, let's go to the beach. Almost there. Okay, here on the beach, right now it's about 6 o'clock p.m. Low tide was at 2 o'clock, high tide's at 10 o'clock tonight. So we're in that mid-tide cycle, and which I wanted to research that before I came here, just to see how much beach we had. We actually have more beach now than we had after Helene, so I'm not sure how that's all, how that's possible, but we have more beach now than we did 2 weeks ago. So that's a sense for optimism. And the water looks about the same as it did after Helene. I mean, you can see behind me what the water looks like. It's got that, kind of murky appearance to it, but it's not terrible. But I'll say one thing about the temperature of this water. It went from 86 or 87 to about 76. So it dropped about 10 degrees, and it's noticeably colder. So that storm brought in some cold water. I'm not sure exactly how that's, what caused that, but it's definitely a lot cooler. So, I mean, you can still swim in it. It's not that cold. But yeah, if you're a Floridian, maybe you'll think it's too cold. If you're from Wisconsin, it's probably like bath water. But just walking along this beach right now, I'm not gonna say it's a beautiful beach at all, but it's gonna be beautiful soon, and it's definitely no worse than after Helene. And if you want my honest opinion, it's a little bit better in terms of the amount of beach that we have here. So that's a good thing. So, but yeah, I hope this gave you guys some insight on what's going on here. If you have any questions or any concerns about anything, please reach out to me. I hope you guys have an awesome day. We're fine here, but it's only uphill from here. Have a great day, guys. God bless.